Hey guys, this is Shipra and this is my review of Xiaomi Mi Notebook Air. So let's begin.
That's good.
After creating some really good smartphone at a competitive price and hardware ratio, now Xiaomi wants to compete in notebook market segment too, with the same price and hardware ratio methodology. So here's the Xiaomi's Mi Notebook Air, which comes with a good hardware, wrapped in a silver aluminum body to compete directly with Apple's MacBook Pro. So here I have Xiaomi's Mi Notebook with 12.5-inch Full HD display, 128GB storage and Intel Core M3 processor with turbo speed up to 2.2 GHz. So I'll tell you what all the box contents I've got with the Xiaomi's Mi Notebook. Well, there was nothing exciting here. I just got a neatly packed Mi Notebook and the charging adapter, and this is a USB Type-C charger and it has this comfortably long and sturdy cable. So now let's talk about the design and build quality. It looks exactly like MacBook, all because of its silver aluminum body and this pretty sleek design. Here the top of the notebook is empty and there's no logo or any branding on it, so it definitely looks premium and the build quality is great too. It weighs only 1.07 kg, which is even lower than some of the other lightweight notebook out there. Now let's talk about connectivity. So there is a full HDMI port at the left side with a 3.5mm combo audio jack, which also supports a microphone, and on the right side there's a full USB 3.0 port with a USB Type-C port and status LED. So this USB Type-C port is not only for charging the notebook, but it can also be used for data transfer and video output. Now Mi Notebook Air has this same silver aluminum texture everywhere, even on the keyboard's key and on trackpad too. Only the bezel around the display is black. Now the display panel is really very thin and there's a notch to open the screen with a single hand. So overall, in terms of build quality, the notebook feels robust and the edges around the notebook are sharp to be in a notebook. Now in terms of display, Xiaomi added a 12.5-inch Full HD display in this Mi Notebook Air. It seems Xiaomi were not willing to compromise anywhere. Now this LCD is covered with a glass that makes it super glary and it's difficult to use outdoor, especially in the sun. But in normal conditions, the display is decent and it creates good color even at 4K resolution content. I really wish the display to be a touchscreen display, but that's only my greed talking. And trust me, whatever I'm getting here is worth every penny. Now what is the turn off here is the key color. I was really expecting black keys on this laptop, but Xiaomi really killed the look by adding the silver accent here too. Even the keys are silver. Now let's talk about the typing experience. Well, I prefer soft touch keys, but what I like about this keyboard is that the travel distance is small. That makes the typing smoother. And these keys are also backlit, which is a great feature for people like me who like to work late at night in the dark, and it can be turned off and turned on from the shortcut key. The trackpad is smooth and it's responsive and it's accurate as well, and there are settings inside the software where you can adjust the sensitivity and gestures also. Now in terms of software, the Xiaomi Mi Notebook comes pre-installed with the 64-bit version of Windows 10 Home. It comes with a Dolby Audio software to enhance the audio quality while listening through headphones. Now moving to its performance, let me tell you that my only expectation from a notebook for this price range, it should run Google Chrome with near 10 tabs quickly, play light graphic games and can run Adobe Photoshop efficiently. And to my surprise, this notebook done all these with ease. I tried loading some heavy pages, about 7 or 8, and the response was quite snappy. There were no lags while creating some graphic stuff on Adobe Photoshop and gaming for long hours. The speakers are pretty loud and clear, and they are good enough to watch movies and YouTube videos without headphones. Programs launches and runs fast on this machine, and you can thank to the Samsung's 128GB SSD and 4GB RAM. Now moving to the most crucial part of every machine is the battery. Battery performance is this laptop is good. The laptop died in about 5 to 6 hours with optimum usage like surfing, watching movies. But what I like about it is the charging time. The notebook went from 6% to 97% in just 1 hour while in sleep mode, and took 1.5 hours while the screen is on. Turning on the default battery saver mode in Windows 10 extends the battery performance by limiting background activities. Overall, the battery performance is satisfying and can go through a whole day with optimum usage. Now here I'll tell you what I liked and what I didn't like about the device. So what I really liked is the premium build and design. The no branding on top of the notebook definitely is, because that's where I can use most of my creativity. loudspeakers are loud and clear, narrow bezel around the display, satisfactory battery performance, and most of all, it's lightweight and easy to carry. Now, what I didn't like about the Mi Notebook Air is the display is too glary. It lacks an SD card slot also, and there should be at least 2 full USB ports. Also, the poor camera quality. So now here the bottom line is, Xiaomi Mi Notebook Air 12.5-inch is suitable for light medium usage like web surfing, gaming, Photoshop, and more gaming. And as I told you before that the battery performance is slightly above than average, but charging time is the best. However, the camera is not going to impress you if you're sitting in a room or video chatting with your friends. But overall, Xiaomi Mi Notebook Air 12.5-inch is a great deal in about Rs 45,000. So guys, that's it in the review of Xiaomi Mi Notebook Air 12.5-inch. I hope you liked it. If yes, give it a thumbs up and do not forget to subscribe the channel. This is Shipra and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Till then, have a great time.